Well, good morning. I am Denise, and this is my channel. Welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. I am getting ready to go pick up my best friend today, and I'll take you with me. She lives back where I used to live on the coast, and um, she's going to come up just for a couple of days, and so I'm just doing a quick get ready with me to go out there and pick her up. And this is always fun when I pick this particular friend up because we like to dress up and we like to wear makeup. And so it's always fun just um, hanging out and feeling really, she's my girly friend um, that I can, wear and do all the girly things with uh, that I like to do and she likes to do. So that's fun. And so I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. Mine was great. I didn't get to see the boys because one was all the way over in Florida and I live on the West Coast. And he was doing a convention, and the other one was up real close to a giant mountain we have nearby. And so, but my darling daughter-in-law, one of them, just hung out, and we went to a restaurant, and my husband happened to be off, so we all went together. So that was nice. All right, I still haven't gotten into these yet. It's difficult in the summertime for me to get that kind of thing done because I'm usually out there trying to have a good time in the sun. I want this makeup to last a while today because we'll be well, first of all, it's going to take me 3 hours to drive up there. Okay, so let that dry down, and now today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to add a little sparkle, a little glow to my foundation today with this. I'll start off with this when I go to apply the foundation, but first I'm going to go ahead and try and get rid of this is by Benefit, and it's called Boing, and it is a eye brightener concealer. And so I'm going to try and get rid of this discoloration here because I've got quite a bit of bluing. And I like this brightener only because it doesn't have, it's got more of a sheen in it, and it's super light, but it has a pretty decent amount of coverage. Generally, I don't like to put anything illuminated near my wrinkles, but this is just so light, it's not really gonna exacerbate those wrinkles. It's not that thick of a formula, which is nice. And if you notice, I'm not going right up to the eyelashes because it's a pretty wrinkly area for me and most people. I do have some discoloration by my nose. Want to take care of that. So and of course I'm wearing pink. Today I'm going to try and look for some dresses and and I'd like to look for some jewelry. I don't. So I'm going to look for jewelry today while we're out. You can see I got a little sun. My nose is kind of red. And so since it is a little bit red, my forehead's a little bit red, I'm not going to. So since I already look, sun-kissed up there, I'm not going to put any foundation there or on my nose. And I generally don't, you guys. I don't have a whole bunch of discoloration. I like part of my face to be free of any makeup for that natural look. And so I have a few tiny spots on my face that I can actually do that with. My forehead's one of them, especially when I've been getting any sun. It looks just fine. I've wet my blender. So my friend likes to wear a lot of makeup, and sometimes so do I. So this will be perfect. She has very pretty clothes too. Wonderful selection of clothes. And she's quite the fashionista. She looks very well put together. Okay, so now, like I said, I want to put a little bit of life to it. So I'm just going to add this, warm it up in my palm. Gonna spread it around a little bit. And then I'll pick up my sponge again. I'll put it where I want the highlights. And I like this because it's such a light touch of a nice little sun-kissed kind of a bronzy thing. Oh, and I want to show you something that's pretty neat. I love this Too Faced, and it's called Canary Diamond, and it looks like this, but I like to take a big fluffy brush and I like to put it where the sun would hit me. And you're not going to be able to see it. I'll have to wait till the sun comes out to show you guys, but it's really pretty. It's got like a, of course it's got the gold, and it's got like a copper fleck in it and a little bit of red. It's so beautiful in the sun. And her and I got the exact one together when I think it's when I very first moved out to here, and well, not to here specifically, but out this way. And it's just beautiful. It's such pretty. I wear it in the summer or on special occasions when I know it'll be able to be seen. Okay, so I'm happy with that application. Looks pretty good so far. I am going to take my e.l.f. setting powder, and I am going to, it's translucent. I'm just going to pick some up on a tiny brush because I want to set this right here. And notice I'm not swiping, I am pushing, pushing, pushing. And I'm trying on purpose to spread my skin around a little, like to open up that little crease so that I can get it in there. And then I'll look at this in my 10 times. Okay. And put it everywhere I put the concealer. For the contour, I'm going to use e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour, and this is medium. And generally I'd put this on my hand or something, but this is not too bad if I clean this, if I use this really quick, it won't stick on my skin where I applied it. I can actually buff it out. I can melt that in there. It's still pretty light. Look at my hair, you guys. So, so cat and the dog are in here now. So, it's so light I can't even see it. So I have to build this one up to be seen on my skin anyway. I am going to use a NYX, no, this isn't NYX, sorry, this is Wet n Wild. So what I like to do is I like to kind of tilt my head so I can see that little puff of fat, and then I know where to put that. And obviously you're going to blend from the edge, you know, down into the whole of it. So this one's a little more pronounced on me. I'm going to be doing some things, some extra things, I should say, because I'm doing a lot to try and get rid of these. I am going to be working with a gua sha tool and maybe some facial exercises. Ugh, don't want to do those. I'm going to be changing a lot for myself, ladies. I want to, I got to grab this bull by the horns. I've been feeling very weak. So I don't know if I said it in the last one, but I'm joining a gym because I need to work with weights. It's not, I can walk all day and all that good stuff. It's not that. I do definitely need some cardio, but what I need most of all is weights. So I'm going to take a color that is about my own skin color just to marry the distinction between this and that. You can see just a little line. So we're just gonna, what was that? Something made a mark right there. Okay, so we're gonna just marry that up. Also today, I'm going to use the one underneath it, that darker color, the contour. And if you're wearing an outfit, just a little tip, if you're wearing an outfit that goes up high on your neck, all you really need to do to help yourself is make sure this part here is darkened, and then, you know, right under here. And that's really, oh God, I forgot you were up there. And that's really all I need. Really quick. It's weird, this part right here, look at that right there. For some reason, I don't know if everybody has that, but like I have a couple spots on my body that will not take color right here. I don't care what I do with that. I mean, I'd look like a clown if I actually put on the amount that I would need. This bronzer here that I never use because it's pretty sparkly. I used it for eyeshadow before, but okay. And on that, I'm just gonna go It's actually more gold than it is. When she's down here at some point, I want to get some more Milani. This is, if you can see it, it's down to the thing, the pad. And so Um, I need more because I obviously use this a lot just to warm myself up. Don't want my ears to be completely different than the rest of my face. So okay, so that's nice, warmed me up a little bit. Let's get into the cheeks. So I am wearing kind of a light pink. I think this is a pretty color for that. And this one is the Cheek Kiss, the Nude Kiss by Milani. Just put that right underneath that highlighter that we did. Oh, I had a used to be friend pass away. She was a friend that had a secret life that I didn't know about, and until I found out from another friend, a couple of other friends, and so very sad, very sad. You know, and she outlived her mother, who's in the hospital with Alzheimer's, and so I don't think they're going to tell the mother. I wouldn't think they'd tell somebody in that state something so horrific. So that's, I don't know. I feel bad. I had that club. I have this club, and I just needed to make sure everybody was safe in there. And so, sometimes I have to get rid of people if they're abusing the members. And so it was a bittersweet, weird thing. But anyway, she's out of her misery for sure now. Okay, and so that's pretty. It looks natural. And now we're going to go in with a little bit of the light blue, I think, and maybe some of the darker blue. First, though, I'll just give myself a wash, an eye color wash, and for that I'm going to use a pretty old palette. It's Pure Be Your Selfie, and I'm going for the color Natural, and it's this kind of a terracotta almost. And I like a brush, when I'm just being in a hurry, I like a brush like this. I am going to give myself a wash and go ahead and do some specific carving out. I have hooded lids, so this is nice for me to just get rid of them. I like a brush like this because it doesn't really leave a super harsh line, in my opinion. So there's the wash, and what I'm going to do is I want to deepen up that crease. So I'm just going to put a little bit darker of a color right where that crease is and above, because I don't personally have that much lid space. So since my real estate is tiny there, I'm going to, and I'm using this darker one right here, and it's called Free. I'm going to just make myself an eyelid crease that's a little higher up so you can see it. I'm patting this in because I'm older, And I have to pat it in to deposit the pigment first before I can do these little blowout circular move. And if you notice, I'm not going any further than here or here. Okay, now for the fun part. Now, let's have some fun with this color. So this is the drip, and I'm going to use the lightest one, just right in the inner third of my eye. It's super light. It's pretty. First day of summer will be here soon. Can hardly wait. The weather's been so odd, but it was nice here. This weekend I actually accidentally got a little bit of a burn on my shoulders and my neck. So for me, I have a lot of lines and wrinkles right in here. So I kind of just let whatever makeup, eyeshadow I have just kind of float on over there, but I don't actually put it in. If some of it gets in there, okay, but I don't generally put anything in there. And this is a nice eye brightener. I have brown eyes, and blue is a great color contrast. Whatever color your eyes are, go on to Google or whatever, and whatever your search engine is, and go to their, type in color wheel, look at your eye color, go across from that, and that is your special color. That is a color just for your color combination, and you can look at that for inspiration on what to use, it not only on your eyes and your makeup, but also your clothes, that will look nice and make your eyes pop. So I'm going to take this really wild one, and looks like that. I'm just going to line it. Ooh, I have to use it. I have to. Okay. All right, now that's pretty wild, so I'm going to just work on where that stopped and the rest of the eye begins. I'll just kind of buff that out right at the demarcation right there. Okay, so let's do the eyebrows using my brow stylist by L'Oreal. I'll go ahead and brush those down. Okay, now last time I made a mistake and I couldn't see this, so I'm going to need to look at this, because I like to put this line, because I don't have much right there, right above what I have naturally. So the drip has a little bit of fallout. So just beware of that. It's a little inexpensive, and that's why the formulation is not super, but it's good enough, and the color is really pretty. I could have used an eye primer, but I'm not going to. And that would stay even longer, but I don't need to. All right, let's curl the old lashes. Today I'm not going to use the tubing. Today I'll use my Benefit, and it is a waterproof formula. I'm also going to use a little bit of a highlighter stick right here, right in the inner corners of my eye. Just a little on the Cupid's bow. There. There. All right. And this is what that looks like. I used to not put any mascara on my lower lashes, but yes, it makes my face droop a little bit more, but it makes my eye look that much bigger. And since I have kind of small eyes anyway, I decided I'd rather just go for that look. Okay, and so I'm going to let those dry because I'm going to do my hack on them, and I need to put on some lipstick. Micro-needled my lips like I always do. I do that every day, and just to give them that, you know, bee stung look, because as I'm getting older, my lips are starting to thin out, and so I want that collagen. I also take collagen, of course, and I have for years before it was even cool. So with that collagen, I also like to use my microneedle to plump everything up, and that's why I've maintained the lips I've got at all. So so I microneedled them, and then I put a little bit of a lip plumper balm on them by Buxom, and while I sat here and got ready. And today I am going to use, dare I use this light one? It's so light. No, I don't think I will. What I will use, I think I'll use this lighter one. This is a Paris Hilton collection. I'm liking the formulas, and they are a bit drying though, I will say that. And I did not polish my lips today, so we shall see. I want to overline just a tad. Just a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and use this. It's a happy little pink. So I like to blend these out. With my finger. It looks a lot more velvety if you use your finger. You don't want to necessarily do the whole grind your lips together thing. It takes that pigment and it swishes it around, and some of it's thin and some of it's thicker in other areas. I like to use my finger. I can get the pressure on it just how I want. And yeah, so I like this look. It's very pretty. She does not label her colors. I don't know why. Okay, these seem to be dry, so I'll do the hack of the translucent powder just on here, and the only reason I'm doing that is so that my eyelashes won't stick when I recurl them like this, because I've learned the hard way, if you don't, sometimes they'll stick and want to pull out. And that is the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do. So here's my second coat. The most important thing with that is you just remember to, for sure, let them dry. Or you will not be a happy girl. And that helps. All right, let's do the other one. Now, to me, it feels like I can see that distinction a little too easy. So let me just go over that one more time. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. So this is a really pretty lipstick. It's bright, which I love. And I think that's going to be the look for the day. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I will take you along with me to the coast, and we'll go look at the ocean, and I'll take you with me as much as I can. Look, I am going to do one last spray. I started off with a spray of this because I don't use primers, and so and this is the matte no filter by ColourPop, and just set that, and we are done. All right, ladies, I will see you soon, and you guys have an awesome day. Bye.